going on YouTube? Back with another video. Today's day 18 of my jump rope challenge and I'm somewhere in Utah. I don't even know if the camera really does it justice, but this place is beautiful. Red dirt under my feet, mountains behind me, the sun sitting high in the sky, and the temperature feels like it's pushing close to 100 degrees. This is probably one of my favorite videos I've filmed so far, not because the workout was perfect, not because the setting was planned out, but because this one actually feels real. I've been traveling, I've been out of my normal routine, and honestly, I'm a little behind on posting these videos. And that's the part people don't always see. Filming the workout is one thing. 5 minutes of jump rope sounds simple. You grab the rope, set up the camera, hit record, and get it done. But editing the videos, putting the story together, finding the right clips, doing the voiceover, making the thumbnail, writing the title, uploading, tagging, posting, that part takes way more time than people actually realize. Sometimes the editing takes longer than the actual workout, and because of that, I'm behind. Yeah, but here's the thing. Being behind on the video doesn't mean I'm quitting the challenge. Being behind on editing doesn't mean I broke the promise. And being out of town doesn't mean I get to skip the goal. That's what today's really about. It would have been easy to say, I'm traveling, I'll just do it tomorrow. It would have been easier to say, it's too hot. It would have been easy to say, I don't even have my normal setup. And honestly, nobody would have known. Nobody would care. Nobody was standing there making sure I got my 5 minutes in. Nobody was checking on me. Nobody was forcing me to pull out the rope and jump in the heat. But I would have known. And sometimes, that's the most important part, because the promise you make to yourself matter. Not just the big ones, not just the goal you post about, not just the one people can see. The small promises matter too. The promise to move your body, the promise to stay consistent, the promise to show up even when the situation isn't perfect. That's where discipline gets built. Not in perfect conditions, not when you slept great, ate perfect, had the best lighting, the best weather, the best location, and all the time in the world. Discipline gets built when things are inconvenient, when you're tired, when you're traveling, when it's hot, when your schedule is off, when you're behind, when it would make complete sense to skip it. That's where you find out if you're really committed or just motivated. And today, I was relying on motivation. I was hot, I was sweating before I even started. The sun was beating down, the dirt was dry. I had my rope in my hand, walking down this red dirt road, and I just kept thinking, just get your 5 minutes, that's it. Not 30 minutes, not an hour. That's a perfect workout, just 5 minutes. And that's been the beauty of this challenge for me. 5 minutes doesn't sound like much, but when you do it every day, it starts to change the way you think. Because now, it's not just about jump rope anymore. It's about identity. It's about becoming the type of person who follows through, the type of person who doesn't need everything perfect before taking action, the type of person who can be on the road in a different state in almost 100-degree heat, surrounded by red dirt and mountains, and still say, I said I was going to do this, so I'm doing it. And that's the part I'm proud of. Not the calories, not the sweat, not how smooth the jump rope looked. Well, this one looked really bad because I messed up a few times. But I'm proud of the follow through, because anybody can start something when they're excited. Anybody can start a challenge on day one. Day one has energy, day one has excitement, day one feels fresh. But day 18, today, day 18 is different. Day 18 comes with life. Day 18 comes with travel. Day 18 comes with being behind on editing. Day 18 comes with heat, fatigue, and excuses that actually sounds reasonable. That's why days like this matter, because this is where the challenge becomes more than content. This is where it becomes a test. Can I keep going when the schedule changes? Can I stay locked in when I'm away from home? Can I still show up when I'm not fully caught up? Can I keep the promise when nobody would blame me for skipping? And today, the answer was yes. I got the rope out, found the spot, I set the camera down, and I got my 5 minutes in. Now, I'm not saying you should be reckless in the heat. You have to be smart, hydrate, listen to your body, take breaks if you need to, and know when to stop. But I also know there's a difference between being smart and making excuses. Today, I didn't want to make excuses. I wanted to prove to myself that I could still get it done. Even here, somewhere in Utah, in the heat, on the road, behind on videos, out of my routine, still showing up, because that's what this challenge is teaching me. You don't need perfect timing to keep going. You don't need perfect conditions to make progress. And you don't need to be caught up on everything to continue the mission. Sometimes you just need to grab the rope or whatever you're working with, step outside and do the thing you said you were going to do. So this is day 18, red dirt, mountains, almost 100-degree weather, 5 minutes of jump rope, and one more promise kept. See you on day 19. Deuces.